this is Everyday Commentary. I'm drinking some delicious sun tea, and I'm making a video. It's a comparison between this knife, Tom's Choice Barlow by GEC, and this knife, the Northwood Knives Indian River Jack in CPM 154. The Indian River Jack is no longer in production. It was a limited run. They make limited runs every year. They release some new configuration, new steel, sometimes they have a long pull. The 2015 one, same steel, but it had a long pull. So this is the 2014 model. And the Tom's Choice is also a limited run. They are produced in conjunction with an individual, and they are sold through various retailers. They're relatively hard to find. This is in a soup bone, and this has sort of the clip point style blade, and it's a long pull. This is 2014. Both of these knives are relatively inexpensive on the primary market. I think this was 129 bucks and this was like 95 bucks. But because they're limited in nature and because they have a really nice configuration, good setup, good blades, that kind of stuff, they go for much, much more on the secondary market. I haven't seen one of these for sale, which means that they must be very expensive because they're never up for sale. And I had to pay more than $200 for this one. And I probably wouldn't have bought the knife had I not wanted to do this video and had I not wanted to review the knife for the website. So this is one of those things where it was like, just bite the bullet and do it. But I'm glad I did. This is a really great little knife. You can see the video on this knife. But the real question is, which one of these knives is better? So suppose that you wanted to get into the traditional knife market, and you wanted to get a good knife. One thing that I would recommend before you go after one of these is to go and get a knife like the A.G. Russell Medium Barlow, because it'll give you the feel and the look of a traditional, but it'll still be able to do one-hand opening and it'll have a lockback. That's a really good knife, especially if you want like a starter knife. If you've come from the modern knife world and you're like, hey, I don't know if I can do it without a lock, I don't know if I can do it without one-hand opening. And if you like that knife, then you'll probably like these knives. If you don't like that knife, there's no way you're going to like these knives. Neither one of them have a lock. And they're both about the same size. The Indian River Jack is just a smidge longer than the Tom's Choice Barlow. And they both have really nice fit and finish. I would say that the fit and finish on the Tom's Choice Barlow is a little better. I mean, you can see there the mirror. It's almost a mirror finish on the back spring. It's not a lock. The seams are real nice and even here. I mean, everything is just gorgeous. It's really, really well polished, really well done. This knife is also really well done. I mean, there's no real problems here. One thing that I would note, and let me see if I can get it on camera. It's going to be tough because that background is really contrasty. There you go. So you can kind of see the scale. I mean, just barely coming away from the cover, coming away from the scale. It has no functional impact. Dirt can't get down in there really. And the knife still works great with even like that. But I would say that given the choice, and it was only based on fit and finish, I'd probably say the Tom's Choice Barlow is better. This is not that much of a difference. For me, though, the real difference, the real reason why I had to buy the Indian River Jack over the Tom's Choice Barlow is this. The blades. There are a bunch of different blade shapes, so the blade shape is not really an issue. Although I do definitely prefer the spear point blade to the clip point blade here. The blade on the Indian River Jack is 154 cm, CPM 154, which is one of my very favorite blade steels. It's a steel that's used on a lot of custom knives. My custom Dauntless from Brian Felholter has it. It's a great all-around performer. It's not terribly expensive, but it does hold an edge. It's just a great blade steel. And this knife, well, it has a very time-tested blade steel. I'm not sure I like 1095 as much as I like 154 cm, CPM 154. And so, given the difference, I'd probably take this knife. Because while the fit and finish is in favor of the Tom's Choice, the blade steel, which I think is a little more important, I mean, the differences between these two knives in terms of fit and finish isn't that great. But the blade steel is just significantly better on this knife. So, neither one of these is really available in the open market, but if I was chasing one and I could only have one, it would be this one, the Northwood Knives Indian River Jack.